All right, hello. Today is Saturday, week of the Prodigal Son. That's March 10th or 9th, I think, 2024. 2 Timothy 3 1 through 9 and Luke 20:45 through 21:4 are the readings for today, according to the church calendar. So, 2 Timothy 3 1. But know this, that in the last days perilous times will come. For men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. And from such people turn away. For this sort are those who creep into households and make captives of gullible women, loaded down with sins, led away by various lusts, always learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Now as Jannes and Jambres resisted Moses, so do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds, disapproved concerning the faith, but they will progress no further, for their folly will be manifest to all, as theirs also was. End quote. That's the end of the 2 Timothy 3 reading. This is the commentary by Saint Athanasius the Great. And they will turn away their ears from the truth, 2 Timothy 4:4. There shall be false teachers among you, and through covetousness they will with feigned words make a merchandise of you, 2 Peter 2:1-3. But there was a certain man called Simon who previously practiced sorcery in the city and astonished the people of Samaria, claiming that he was someone great, Acts 8:9. But Elymas the sorcerer withstood them, seeking to turn away the deputy from the faith. Then Saul, filled with the Holy Spirit, set his eyes on him and said, O full of subtlety and all mischief, you child of the devil, you enemy of all righteousness, will you not cease to pervert the right ways of the Lord? Acts 13:8-10. Magic arts were taught among them, and oracles in divers places led men astray, and all men ascribed the influences of their birth and existence to the stars, having no thought of anything beyond what was visible. And God alone and his word was unknown, albeit he had not hidden himself out of men's sight, but had unfolded the knowledge of himself to them in many forms and many ways. St. Athanasius on the Incarnation of the Word, 11, Book 7, page 66. Luke 20. Then in the hearing of all the people, he said to his disciples, Beware of the scribes who desire to walk in long robes, love greetings in the marketplaces, the best seats in the synagogues, and the best places at feasts, who devour widows' houses, and for pretense make long prayers. These will receive greater condemnation. Luke 21. Then he looked up and saw the rich putting their gifts into the treasury, and he saw also a certain poor widow putting in 2 mites. So he said, Truly I say to you, this poor widow has put in more than all. For all these out of their abundance have put in offerings for God, but she out of her poverty has put in all the livelihood that she had. Beware of the scribes. These two he calls hypocrites, and very fitly. For while they are feigning to pray to God, they are looking around after men. For he who is to do a suppliant's office, letting go all other, looks to him alone, who has power to grant his request. For everyone is worthy of vengeance, who does any evil thing, but he who is deriving even the reason for so doing from godliness, and is using this cloak for his wickedness, is justly liable to a far more grievous punishment. St. John Chrysostom, Homilies 19:3 on Matthew 6 and 73:1. I'm not sure. I'm a little rusty on my Roman numerals, sorry. 73:1 on Matthew 23, I'm pretty sure. LXXIII. Not 50, 60, 73, I think. Anyway, book 54, pages 132 to 40. This is from the Bible for the Orthodox. The Bible and the Holy Fathers for Orthodox, published by St. Vladimir Press. St. Vladimir Seminary Press, Crestwood, New York, 2003. And I'm just reading it for the week of the Prodigal Son, and I'm going to stop because I don't want to get carried away and violate copyrights. I'm trying to promote the book to be sold because it's out of print right now. So if you like these readings with the commentaries from the saints, early church saints, then please write to them. Go visit their website and tell them you're interested in buying a copy. They get enough of those, maybe they'll start printing them again. That's what I did. I prefer the commentaries from the early church fathers because then you get the actual meaning interpretations that was passed down from generation to generation from the apostles, and not some individual modern day interpretation that, I mean, if you watch any modern videos on ancient times, you'll get all kinds of crazy stories that if you actually study history, you know are not true, but they sure make it seem like it's true. So you have to be really careful when you're listening to people who give modern versions of ancient history. Please question it. Go back and actually read the history from the time period and compare it. Don't take their word for it, because a lot of times it's just made up, or they mix up things that contradict each other, and then it becomes a lie. So yeah, make sure you study your history, and that's the point of this channel, is to encourage people to read the original works from the early church and original history from the time period, Roman history, and any kind of history you can get a hold of in English or whatever language you speak. English is the only language I really speak. I used to know a little Italian, a little Italian, a little Spanish, a little German, but not enough to make a difference. So, all right. Pray for me, a sinner. God bless. Over now.